Everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and also welcome to the day one of my 10 days movie challenge. We are starting off with some film that's honestly not just a movie but an experience. Since I'm more of a book reader, I'm more into books, and specifically when I talk about movies, my friends usually recommend me some movies to watch, and I'm always like, no, I'm a book person, but I need to try out new things as well. Therefore I have started a series of 10 days. Every day I'll watch one movie, and today I have started with a movie which is not just a movie but an experience, a movie that hits deep, makes you think, makes you feel, and sometimes this movie actually confuses you, like, if what is the concept of this movie. But like, yes, I'm definitely talking about the movie name, The Parks of Being Wallflower. Well, so grab your coffee or tea and your blanket because it's very cozy out here, and maybe a box of tissue, probably, because this one's definitely a ride. All right. All right. So, for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, it's about a guy named Charlie, this quiet, shy type of high school freshman who's been through a lot emotionally, and he's a kind of a kid that blends into the background. Like, he doesn't have his own aura, or have his own ambience of how he wants to be in, but he's like, he can adapt anywhere else, and like, just to look cool and just to suit himself better. The Wallflower. So basically there was this group called the Wallflower, and as the title says, but the things start to change when he meets a guy named Patrick and Sam, two seniors basically, who pull him out of his shell and show him what friendship, freedom, and love really feel like. Before meeting them, he was a very shy, and he did not even participate in any kind of activities, be it in the classroom, in the hallway, or like in any parties. Like, he's a very introverted, like very, very introverted insect. So he does not like to interact with people, and he feels that, he felt that he is not communicable to the people, and he can't converse with the people because they have got different type of things in their mind, and whatsoever. But here's the thing, it's not your typical movie. It's about the popularity or parties, and it's about trauma, healing, finding where you belong, and realizing that even the quietest people have the loudest story inside them. We often tend to misunderstand those people who are quiet, who are silent, and we think that they do not have something going on in their life as well. But like, we need to really, really consider all the people out here living in this earth have something, have some stories to tell. So yes, so now I'll be honest, when I first watched this movie, I did not expect it to hit me like that, but it did hard. There was some moment where I literally had to pause, and I was like, what is actually happening? And there's this line called, we accept the love we think we deserve. And oh my god, that one line stayed in my head for days, because it's true, right? So many times we settle for less because we don't see our own worth. I mean, damn, this movie does not scream its emotion, and you know it whispers. It just tells you that, yeah, you definitely deserve the best. Because what see how much we deserve is just confined in a box, but there are certain people in your life who would actually show your worth. But before those people come to your life, it's you who need to show what value you carry and what worth you have. So that whisper should feel louder than anybody else. And mm, the actor who played the Charlie role was incredible. He captures awkwardness, pain, emotions so perfectly that you forget that he's acting. Like, I was so into it. Like, I was thinking that, oh my god, I pity this guy. But I was thinking that, oh, this is all an act. So, and Emma Watson, she was the actress for who played the role Sam. She's warm, free spirited, exactly the kind of person we all wish we had in high school. And yeah, and Patrick, he's the soul of the film, funny, broken, brave, all at once. So the chemistry between these three feels red. It's like watching three people, actually fall into friendship and not just actors reading the script. Well, this movie actually gives you the old school vibe, like the mixtapes, typewriters, handwritten letters. It's simple, but it's very meaningful. And I think that's what makes it timeless. Um, well, it deals with real things like depression, trauma, loneliness, but in such a gentle human way. It doesn't make you pity Charlie, it makes you understand him. There is this difference between being a sympathizer and an empathy, like a person with empathy. So if you have sympathy for someone, it's like you pity them for the incident that happened or the incident that occurred uh, to them. And if you are an empath, then it's like you understand, because you cannot really feel what a person is feeling at that moment, because of the certain incident that happened in their life, but you could try to understand. But if you just can't feel it, you can just try to understand and listen to that person, at least by doing that. That's the least thing you could do, right? And somewhere while watching, you start seeing a bit of yourself in him, like maybe in his silence, maybe in his fears, or maybe in the way he tries to hard so like to feel normal. Like we as humans, we feel so much and we tend to hide all of it just because we think that it's not valuable, and we feel like that it's not good for us, and whatsoever. There's a lot of things that goes around in our mind, isn't it? So if you have ever felt like you don't belong, like you're too quiet for the world, or like nobody sees you, this movie is for you. And it reminds you that being a wallflower doesn't mean being invisible. Like sometimes the one who watch quietly understand the most. And it's not just a story about growing up, it's about becoming an adult, becoming a person you wish to be, and about realizing that the pain that you have doesn't define you, but how you come out of it definitely does. So this was my take on perks of being a wallflower. Honestly, this movie is something you should definitely watch. It's something you feel, and it doesn't have a very big of a plot or big of a story. I mean, it's simple, and sometimes I just, I just completely felt like, um, a part of me felt like that this movie was nothing, but a part of me was like, damn, this is actually a movie that has a short story but definitely plays a big role. So if you have already seen it, tell me in the comments what scene hit you the most, and if you haven't, please watch it tonight. You'll thank me later. So tomorrow's day 2 of my 10-day movie challenge. So you make sure subscribe and turn on the notification, because we are diving into a new film that will mess with your heart in the best way possible. Until then, remember me, we are infinite. Thank you.